seriously swear I have something in my nails. It's itchy.
Let me look.
It's itchy.
It's like a little...
Hey everyone, Hillary and Sarah here.
We're back together this week with a really fun video using scrap wood. My best friend's having a birthday party and we're gonna make some decorations for it.
I thought I was your best friend. Sarah's other best friend is having a birthday party.
We're gonna make some decorations for it. So if you like this video while you're watching, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell so you never miss an upload. I like when we do this. Also, what's happening back here? If you follow us on Instagram, you know that Hillary did a poll the other day asking you guys which color she should paint her kitchen island. And some of you have been asking for a paint sprayer video. So get excited for next week when we paint Hillary's island. Which color is it gonna be?
Speaking of Instagram, if you guys are not following us at The Dishonest Truth, make sure to head over there and give us a follow. We're gonna be doing a really fun giveaway this week with the things we make in today's video.
Do you wanna win what we make? You do? You can win it. So make sure to give us a follow on Instagram and enter that giveaway.
Let's get started.
Okay, for my scrap wood project, I'm going to make a cupcake stand. I grabbed this old door that I actually found at IKEA in the as-is section a couple years ago. I don't know what I originally planned to do with this thing, but for 10 bucks it was too good to pass up, so it's just been in my scrap wood pile, and I'm glad I finally have a chance to use it. I was inspired by this cupcake stand that I saw on Pinterest, and so I drew up my own version of it, as you can see here. You can download this by clicking the link in the description box below. I started by making the sides of the stand. To make the sides of the cupcake stand, the first step was to mark the bottom side of the wood every 2.5 inches using my measuring tape until I reached 12.5 inches. Then, on the opposite side, I marked every 3 inches going upward until I got to 15 inches. Using an adjustable square, I then used those marks that I made to draw the lines of the steps straight and accurate. It's kind of hard to explain, but hopefully you can see how I'm doing it in this video. I'm basically drawing out a step shape for the sides of the stand, and I'll do this 2 times so I have 2 sides. Make sense? The point of using the adjustable square is so these lines are perfectly straight and both sides of the cupcake stand are the same. Once I drew the horizontal lines, I then matched up the ends of those lines with vertical lines, forming the step shape that I would then cut out with my jigsaw. To make the whole piece a little bit easier to manage, I cut an angled line like this, and then I was able to get to the cuts for the steps so much easier. This jigsaw is so darn handy, and I use it for so many projects. I've had a few jigsaws in my lifetime, and this one is by far the easiest I've ever used. So lightweight and so easy to maneuver. And I love that it uses a battery versus getting tripped up on a cord. Corded saws scare the heck out of me. For the steps themselves, I grabbed a scrap 1x3 pine board, and using my miter saw, I cut 5 pieces at 16 inches each. To assemble the stand, I set up one side using a weight like this to keep it straight while I glued the first step on. I'm sure there's a less awkward way to do this, but I like to do things the hard way apparently. I put glue on both sides and nailed the step in using my brad nailer, making sure each step was flush on both the front and side edges. I then added each step one by one in the same way all the way up to the top using glue and a couple brad nails on each side, making sure to hold my nail gun straight up and down so that I didn't shoot nails out the side of the wood. Once it was assembled, I stained it with a dark walnut stain and clear coated it with spar urethane. And here it is all set up at Katie's party. How cute is this with all the pretty cupcakes on it? I love that it added height to the food display and it made the cupcakes that Katie wanted for her birthday look extra special.
So I first saw this candle holder on Instagram from the company Aglow. I immediately fell in love with it and knew I needed to have one, but I also knew that I could make this for pennies in comparison. For this project, I'm using a leftover 4x4 from my bathroom vanity project that you guys will see coming up in a couple weeks. My 4x4 is roughly 30 inches long. I started by giving my 4x4 a really good sanding. I made sure to really get my sides and edges and really round them out. Next, I wanted to rough up my 4x4, giving it a worn look. I used 2 different wire brush drill bit attachments for this. Pro tip, make sure you wear a glove to protect your hand you're holding your 4x4 in. I found that I liked the 2-inch circular brush the best for this project. I found it easiest to stand my 4x4 upright, moving my drill up and down my 4x4. Once I had done that to all 4 sides, I gave it another quick sanding, wiped it down, and now it's ready for stain. I went with the same color combo I stained my beams in last week's video. If you guys missed that video, when you're done here, be sure to go check that one out. I'll link it in the eye and down below. Guys, look at that texture. It's so pretty. After I let the stain dry, I took my 3/4 inch spade bit and started drilling the holes for my candles. You could get really technical here, but who's got time for that? I just eyeballed where I wanted my candles. Make sure you hold your drill straight up and down for this so your holes are straight and your candles don't tip. I went with a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 pattern all the way down my 4x4. And voila! Guys, isn't this gorgeous? This is seriously the biggest statement piece for such a minimal cost. I love it. It's so beautiful.
Don't forget to head over to Instagram and enter to win the things we made in this video. Thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.